Most people in life are looking for, how do I make a life worth living and a return worth having? As I sit here in the sunshine trying to power up in a borrowed line of electricity, I am aware of how people feel about people in homelessness. I never had any difficulty with homeless people. I was always concerned for their safety, I was always concerned for the dereliction of duties of other people, and I was always concerned with the potential for manipulation by many types of people, whether they were from a church of God or whether they were from a law enforcement group or whether they were someone who was a liar from mental health. You see, someone always presumes when someone doesn't jump to get back to work that there's some sort of mental issue. That's not really true. Some people just have learned what's important in life. You see, to me, there's only one thing in the world that is priceless to me, and I don't have to explain what that is, but it is another human being's soul. And that soul is so priceless to me that it's hard to move forward without that soul near me. And openly, when I feel that way is when I feel that way. And when I'm thinking about something else or watching the butterflies pass by, I might feel something else. But what I know is that the love of Christ is in me, and the love of Christ is in other people. The problem that we have sometimes, though, in the world of Christ, regardless of what your denomination is or your church affiliation is that some people who represent Christ try to be controlling. They take on people as if they're projects. They pretend as if they're doing something right, when in actuality they may be doing something very wrong that harms someone. You see, you never know where a person has come from, you don't know where a person is going, and you don't know where a person has been. And when you try to tell people what to do, it doesn't usually go over well. What I'm saying is that if you're going to help someone, the best way to help someone who's in poverty, who's struggling with hardships, is to literally say, look, you have a lot on your plate. I don't really want to add to it, but if there's something within my resources, my finances, or my network of people that could help you to move a little bit forward, I would like to try to do it. What is your current daily task that you're trying to accomplish? And what is it that you're trying to do for this week? And then if you have a longer term goal, could I know what that is when you feel comfortable, so that I might be able to help with that? You see, one-off visits don't really accomplish much. It might get someone fed for one meal, but then they have to worry about the meal for the next day and the next. Now you'll say, well, that's no different than me, but that is true. But you're not struggling in homelessness, and if you were, how would you feel? Would you want somebody to help you? Would you want some loved ones to say, you're valuable enough that I want to help you with your goals and your plan? Or do you have illegal loved ones that try and tell you that you're not doing enough for your life, you're not doing things right in life, and they're going to control what you do and accomplish in life? And that is immoral. You see, God gives people opportunities when God is ready and when the person is ready. And that's something that a human being who's living outside, obviously, of another human being's life can never know. When we talk about what is priceless to us, we have to really think about that. At the end of our life, whenever the Lord calls us home or reaps our soul, what will we say to Him? How will we progress and profess that we lived our life? Now, it's interesting that every time I walk into a Walmart store, there's always a whole bunch of people who are doing absolutely nothing, flying by. Or if I come and I sit outside a Meijer store, then all of a sudden there's a handful of people, allegedly in Meijer shirts, that want to come into where I'm at and do something where I'm at. It's sort of immoral. It's like saying someone doesn't have the right to just sit down and be calm and relax. But openly, that's not the problem. We have to make sure that what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we're doing it is sort of right. But we can't do that if we don't have the freedom of movement to show someone what is right.